All right, so this is today's homeschool secret. I wish I knew when I was starting out. So, this is about building in time. You have to build in time for what you have to do. And I'll elaborate on transition times and specific planning times, but overall, these are the things you need to build in time for. If you don't, you are going to create major anxiety for yourself, for your family, for your children. I think we live in a society now where everything is faster, more, consume and do as much as you can, get as much data stuffed into your face and information. And it's really harmful. I think, I could have a whole discussion on this, and I'd love to have a discussion with other moms and families on this, because there are some that are really academically driven. So they're just feeding their kids more and more information. But I have observed that it is actually really not beneficial for the individuals, and that you can actually learn more by allowing for these times, so building in these times. So here are some of the building in times that I'm talking about. Definitely time for planning. As a homeschooling parent, you have to build in the planning time, the assessing time, and this is time where you need to be quiet and off on your own and not distracted by a bunch of other things. I am a single parent, so I have a lot of hats to wear. Cook, clean, everything, just like a typical mom, but I'm also the breadwinner. I am the one that puts the roof over our head. So I have enormous amount of hats, along with, we all do. So I'm not just saying, oh, poor me, but I'm saying I understand this, and that's why we have to build in the plan time. And until I really got this down, I was going after the next thing, then the next, and then it got into this point where you're stressed out and burned out. And that is so easy to happen in homeschooling, but it doesn't have to if you build in the planning time. I do mine weekly. I build in an hour for myself to where I'm going off quiet. I get away from the kids. I go on a walk. And actually every day I have my own little built-in time, but this specifically is built in. Okay, what do I want to work on this week? What did we accomplish? What do we still need to work on? And that's huge. We need to have downtime. So you have to plan that in your day for just downtime, free imagination play, free play. That is super important. The transition times, and I'll go deep dive in on this on a video specifically for transition times, because this is huge, and then this nearly broke my early years with my kids up until about 7-8 years, the transition time. We all, parents, individuals, we need the transition time as well. We can't just go, okay, that's, we just finished watching a movie, now go to bed. No, that's not going to happen. Okay, we just finished doing something crazy and wild, now quiet. No, we have to have transition time. So that's what I'm talking about with that. Cleanup time. If you have an issue with messy house, like I tend to, you have to build in the cleanup time as part of your lifestyle, as part of the winding down time of like, okay, we just did a massive amount of baking and we have flour everywhere. We need to take the next 15 minutes and do cleanup time. We can't just go and do the next project. Quiet time, connection time, listening time, silent time, experimentation time, practice time, the learning time. So I would write down on your notebook, build in time. So what do you need to build in time for your family? If you're learning something new, then it's going to take a little bit longer to really dive deeper into it, whether that's learning a piano piece or whether that's learning a new process in math. You have to build in the time that it takes to actually learn the new material, process it, assimilate it. So build in time. That's my secret for the day, and I will see you in the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and comment below if you have any tips or if you would like to have me answer any specific questions you have. All right, until next time, peace and blessings.